But before we get to this Oklahoma and Alabama
Mm-hmm.
game, BetMGM tweeted out this graphic of
Okay.
all of the NFL players that came from both of these programs. And I
Okay.
kind of knew, like, Oklahoma has all kinds of Heisman winners, but, like, man, both of these teams, the NFL talent to come out. Like, let me just read you this.
Sure.
Quarterback Baker Mayfield, running back Adrian Peterson, wide receiver CeeDee Lamb, wide receiver Sterling Shepard, Ryan Broyles as well in the receiving corps, and then Mark Andrews for the tight end. For Alabama, let me ask you if this is a slight.
Okay.
Bryce Young is the quarterback. Derrick Henry is the running back. Julio Jones, Devonta Smith, Amari Cooper, OJ Howard at tight end. Like, all of those I have no beef with. But do you think if you're Jalen Hurts, you're like pointing at the screen, you're like, what are we doing here?
Guys.
It was Super Bowl.
Yeah. Hello. Got Super Bowl MVP.
They play for both teams.
Right. Like, you guys can't, one of you guys can't throw me a bone? Anyone? Man, the disrespect. Poor Jalen Hurts. I mean, he's already having a tough run with the Eagles. And then this, man, just one slight after the other. It's like I'd forgotten that he and A.J. Brown used to be, like, super tight, like best friends. So whenever you hear A.J. Brown come out and kind of imply that Jalen Hurts isn't getting it done, the history there is that they used to be super, super close. So, man, tough year for Jalen. That's another one.
Maybe A.J. Brown runs the BetMGM social account.
Maybe he's got the login himself, you know?
He's like, yeah, Bryce Young. Oh, Tua, no.
No.
Jalen Hurts, no.
No.
Bryce Young. All right, so that was the slide of the day. Right.
That's
All right, Jenks, let's get to this game because it should be a good one tonight between Alabama and Oklahoma. So the line of this game is pretty tight. With Alabama laying a point. I think this line is flipped, though. I think it's Oklahoma now favored by 1.5 points. A lot of people like Oklahoma in this game, and it's easy to see why. We've already seen this game earlier this season. Oklahoma won this game on the road in Tuscaloosa, 23-21. And you say to yourself, okay, the case for Alabama is that if they can hold on to the football, they should be able to win this game because Alabama had 3 turnovers to Oklahoma's none in that game. But I think that is a slippery slope, especially when you're talking about this Oklahoma defense that has been one of the best defenses in the SEC. So you see those turnovers and you're like, well, Alabama needs to hold on to the football. Some that's because Oklahoma's defense is just so damn good. So, Jenks, we know you hate Oklahoma.
I do.
But are you with the majority of people, I think, in the gambling space and saying Oklahoma's the play here?
No. No.
Roll Tide, baby.
Roll Tide, baby. Roll Tide. Roll damn Tide. Roll damn Tide. That's what I'm saying. I like the under in this game. What is the under now? Still sitting at 40 and a half. So, yeah, so it hasn't changed.
Whew.
I know. I mean, this should be super, super close. I'm going with the Crimson Tide. I see everyone on Oklahoma. And yes, I just told a story about a friend of mine driving across the state line to relieve himself on the state of Oklahoma. So I do not like Oklahoma. But I also think that we're not giving Alabama enough credit here. They played a brutal schedule at the end of the year. I mean, it was just one, I was going to say banger, one banger after another.
Another one.
And another one. But their schedule was brutal, and they were sort of beat up. But I think this rest where, as we always say on this show, sometimes rest can benefit you because you get healed up and you get better and you get a break. Sometimes it can go against you because you're a little rusty. I think this is going to really benefit Alabama. And also, yes, Brent Venables is one of the best defensive minds in the game, but I think that Bama defense can hit John Mateer. And if you hit him, if you can rattle him a little bit, he will turn over the football. I am not putting my money on a bunch of inbreds. I'm going with Bama on the money line.
Always keeping it classy here on the show.
Always.
That's what you can count on us for. But you could argue that Oklahoma has had a, banger of a schedule as well. So I think that kind of goes into the under, saying like both of these teams, have survived like an absolute, slugfest of a schedule in the SEC. But it's just hard for me. The only thing going against Oklahoma for me is that the only way they win this game, it feels to me, is in a low scoring affair. Like, it needs to be an under game for Oklahoma to control it, because we've just seen that. Like, they have trouble scoring more than 20 points unless it's, in some of these shootouts. So we know Alabama certainly has high end potential on their offense. It's just the same goes for Ty Simpson. What is he going to do under pressure? As somebody who was a Heisman candidate most of the season and then kind of tailed off, so I don't know. And then the interesting X factor in this one is that Kalen DeBoer's name is being thrown around.
Yeah.
If he loses this game, apparently there's rumors swirling about Michigan throwing money and blank checks his way. Does this go into the handicap?
I don't know. That's a tough one. I mean, ultimately, if you're a head coach, you want to compete, you want to win. But I'll tell you one thing. We always hear those sort of rumors, that smoke, that Kalen DeBoer just doesn't like it in Alabama. And if I'm Michigan, who would Michigan hire right now? I mean, this is a bad time to lose a head coach. So if I'm Michigan, I would pull every single resource I have and go after Kalen DeBoer, who I think can be pulled from Tuscaloosa, but it's going to cost a pretty penny. But I don't think it goes into the handicap for me. I still like Bama.
What a wild trajectory that would be, with Kalen DeBoer first following in the footsteps of one of the most storied college football coaches of all time in Nick Saban, then following Sharon Moore, who had a less than graceful exit from Michigan. I will say at least the bar might be a little bit lower in Michigan, because that's the thing. I think Kalen DeBoer would have a lot more fun if he had won some of those games early on in the season. Like, if that loss to Florida State doesn't happen, maybe it's a totally different experience in the state of Alabama, as opposed to like Tammy from Montgomery saying that she wants to win the lottery and use it for the buyout to fire Kalen DeBoer.